Arnav from PyCode. Today, we'll be going over the sample papers which have been officially released by CBSE for the academic year 2023 and 2024 for computer science. For this, I would like to mention I would be going over the grade 11th portion in detail. So please watch the entire video for greater clarity. First, I would recommend you to try to solve these sample papers on your own, and not if you're not unable to get the correct answer, please refer and come back to watch this video. Starting, question number one, state true or false. In a Python program, if a break statement is given in a nested loop, it terminates the execution of all loops in a all loops in one go. Now, it says that when we have a break statement, now this is what we did in class 11th. For those of you which don't know, what a break statement basically does is that it terminates the execution of the current loop, uh, but uh, but it doesn't terminate the execution of all the loops. Only the inner loop, or the loop which we're talking about, that is getting terminated. Okay. Now coming to question 3. What will be the output of the following statement? So, over here, there's an important rule which we should know, which is that when we are using exponents, or this, which is the sign of exponents, we go from right to left for the priority order. Now, what I mean by this is that let me show you on the board. Right. So what this basically means that and we all know that the order is pretty much like PEDMAS only. But here what we will first do is we see that we go from right to left for exponents. So first we see that the priority of exponents is more than the division operator and the subtraction and addition operator. So this becomes 2 raised to the power 3, which is equal to 8. Right. Now Now, what we basically do is that 2 raised to the power 3 is 8. So, after that, what basically happens is that it becomes 3 minus 2 raised to the power 8 plus 99 by 11. So, this becomes 3 minus 2 raised to the power 8 plus 9, which is the same as 12 minus 2 to the power 8. And 2 to the power 8 is 256, so this becomes 12 minus 256. Let me draw this for you. So we can write this as 3 minus 2 to the power 8 plus 9. And this is 12 minus 256, which is the same as negative 244. So this is the answer for that. And here it's going to be false. Okay. Now what we are supposed to do is to select the correct output for this question. Okay. First, try to attempt this question on your own. It's a fairly simple question. Let me give you 5 seconds. Okay. So, first we take a string called Python is fun. Next we split the string. Now we this is basically what we have to answer. So, and we do all these operations and then we print the new statement. So, firstly, the answer to this question is part B, Python is fun. Coming to how we got this answer, it says that Python is fun. So this gets split into three equal strings. And now what happens? A list inside which are strings. Now what happens is that these three are separated by dash. So you can see over here there is dash, over here there's dash. Now it says that 0. So L of 0, which is the new list of indexing 0, which will be Python. It says that it becomes upper, so this becomes Python in all caps. Then it says 1 comma 2 dot capital is dot capitalize. So basically what this means is that the first index, which is printed as it is with separated by a dash, which is shown here, and then L2 is capitalized, which means that the first letter is capitalized, which is F. So F becomes capital, hence part B is correct. Moving on, this says that Which of the following will delete the key pair value? Now, this is something which we had done in 11th, and you can go and check out a video for dictionaries. You'll be able to better understand. But the answer for this is also B as well. You have to remember this, that this is how we delete a dictionary. This is also present in the NCERT textbook. So please go ahead and refer to that as well. Moving on, this says to choose the correct output from the given option. So for question 8, it says that G20 presidency is written and we have to print pride of -2 to -2. So for those who don't know, this is basically indexing. This is the start value. This is the step value, and this is the stop value. Sorry, this is the start value. I apologize. This is the start value. This is the step value, and this is the stop value. What this is that this starts from -2 and it ends also at -2, but there's a step size of 2. So it starts at -2, ends at +2, taking a step size of -2. Sorry for the confusion before. Okay, so what this basically does is that we have to print pride of this. So what this will basically do is this. First, it starts at -2, takes a step of -2, right? And so this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So this 2, it ends here and it starts from here, C, right here. And it takes a step size of 2. So this means that first we print C. So these two options are automatically eliminated and these two remain. So we have to choose basically from both of these. Now it takes a step size of 2, so it comes to E. Next it comes to I. Next it comes to E. Next it comes to capital P, and it ends and 0 is next here, so it comes till 0, which is here. So the correct answer is B, and C is also incorrect. You can actually eliminate the choices by I would recommend for MCQs for computer science, you first eliminate the choices and go by the elimination method, and at the last choose the correct answer. Which of the statements would give an error during the execution? So this is a tuple. We're firstly printing a tuple, nothing wrong. Then we're printing max of the tuple, that is also right. We're printing tuple 3 plus 50. Okay, this is also correct. But if you notice very carefully here, we're using indexing and we're reassigning a value. Now, for those of you who don't know, that a tuple is an immutable data type. So that means that once we have assigned the variable, then its value can't be changed. So this is basically indexing to change its value. So it's immutable, so it can't be changed. Hence, statement 4 is incorrect. Okay, this is a very good question. I would recommend that you try this on your own. Okay, so what this does is that it imports random, then it chooses a number from 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now it says that for I in color, or like any character in color, then for J, which is the inner loop, is in the range from 1 to my number, which is from 1 to, let's say, 0, 1, 2, 3, 3. It prints I. So what this basically means is that I is print that J is the inner loop, so it prints this set of numbers like from color only once. And now I can be anything. It can be yellow, white, black, or red. So it prints them in the same order which is given below, which is color. So this becomes option B. And if you see, it prints white twice, which is not allowed because the inner loop runs only once. This is also incorrect. And the first option, it should start with yellow because it goes in the correct order. So this is also incorrect. Now, what is the missing statement here? See, it basically requires us. It's the variable b is assigned a value of 100 outside the function. But we know that is only possible. And once again, I would recommend that you watch the functions grade 11th video for greater clarity. This is only possible when B is assigned as a global variable. Global variable are those whose value can be accessed outside the function as well, and their scope is global. So this becomes global of B, and C is the correct answer. Question 13, an exception may be raised if, yeah, this is true, this is definitely true. You can try thinking on your own of an example, it's very easy. So, and coming to the assertion and reasoning section, list is an immutable data type that is false, and we know that the reason will be true. So this is option D. Why? Because when we update the value, the old variable is destroyed and a new variable is created by the same name. Yeah, this is what takes place in a list, but we know that it's not an immutable data type, it's a mutable data type. And Python standard libraries constitute of a number of modules. Now this is correct. And a function in a module is used to simplify the code and avoid repetition. This is also correct. But if we see there is no correlation between both of them. Hence the answer for this becomes option B, which is both A and R are true and R is not the correct explanation of A. I hope you enjoyed and keep watching for the further sections which I've explained in other videos.